and happy St. Patrick's Day. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I hope that you find the content that we're sharing valuable and beneficial to you. I haven't sat behind the microphone and recorded a podcast episode in almost 5 years. When I say that out loud, it seems like an incredibly long time. But I think all of us have a different perspective of the passage of time after this past year. I started this podcast in 2015 because I felt passionately that leadership is the key difference between success and failure when it comes to improvement. I still believe that today, and I know that others have stories to tell that can help make us better leaders. You may be asking yourself, where did you go and what have you been doing? When I stopped the podcast, I was at a unique place in my life where a major website hack and increasing job responsibilities met head on. Unable to devote the time needed to recover the website, I decided to press pause on the Lean Leadership podcast. Even on pause, we've still had over 100,000 downloads of this podcast over time. I've learned a lot and had some incredible professional and personal experiences since that time, and I'm looking forward to sharing my experiences as well as the stories from some of the top leaders in the lean and continuous improvement field. Well, you may be asking, what should I expect from future episodes? Right now, I'm reaching out to new guests and setting up times for us to have meaningful conversations to share with you, the listener. While I hope to improve the podcast experience with every episode, I intend to maintain the same high standards that you would expect from me. I know that your time is valuable, and it means a lot to me that you're spending your time listening to this content. In the past, I would use terms like Lean Leadership Nation or the Legion of Lean to describe our listeners. Going forward, I would simply like to call you our listener family. Family members support one another, nurture one another, establish accountability to one another, but most importantly, a family grows stronger and gets better with time. Your feedback is valuable to me, so please go to the podcast webpage at www.leanleadershippodcast.com and share with me your guest suggestions, topics that you would like to see covered, or challenges that you're facing. You can sign up to get notified by email when new episodes are released. Finally, there's also a link that you can use to schedule time on my calendar to talk. I want to know the problems that you're facing so I can use the podcast to help you and others like you. In closing, I would like to thank the leaders who have been interviewed in past episodes. Your experiences and advice are the heart of what makes this podcast great. I would encourage our listeners to listen again to hear what they've shared. Thank you for listening and being a part of this family. We hope to see you soon. Listen at the risk of improving. I wish you a prosperous journey.